Good evening, friends. Great day to all of you. So, friends, I've got very exciting news. Governors and state officials have laid out their new tax rebate plans. This includes who will be eligible for inflation relief checks and when the checks will be sent out. This week, payments worth up to $1,000 will arrive for all eligible recipients. Dear friends, please make sure you watch until the end of this video for the new stimulus timeline. Also, to say thank you for watching every day, I'm giving away 4 $75 Walmart gift cards every week. Please make sure, friends, that you click and enter. Please make sure, friends, that you click and like several of my videos. And then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Mississippi has announced that it will end its participation in the federal crisis rental assistance program that has kept people facing eviction in their homes during the past 2 years of economic turbulence. The state still has $130 million in federal cash to run the program. But Governor Tate Reeves said this month it would be the latest chance for residents to apply for this assistance. Once Mississippi finishes processing the remaining claims, they will be returning the leftover money to the U.S. Treasury. The program's end comes as rental prices in Mississippi have skyrocketed, and a large percentage of those behind on their rent or mortgage said they are at risk of losing their home in the next 2 months. Please let me know if you think that our government should extend rental assistance programs. When California introduced the 2021 Golden State Stimulus Program, millions of residents in the lower and middle income brackets received tax rebate checks from the state. It was part of a scheme designed to redistribute the state's massive $75.7 billion budget surplus. The scheme distributed one-time checks worth $600 or $1,200, but this was depending on whether an individual filed taxes jointly or individually. However, the stimulus checks program left out individuals who received Social Security and disability benefits because their tax return showed zero in California adjusted gross income. To qualify for the scheme last year, California residents were required to show between $1 and $75,000 of income. In 2022, California is broadening its stimulus program, providing rebates to even more residents. This year's middle-class tax refund scheme will see checks distributed in October of this year, and recipients of Social Security, disability, or other public assistance will be eligible to receive the money this time around. Under this year's scheme, the state will issue checks worth up to $1,050 to millions of taxpayers and benefits recipients. Rebates will range from $350 to $2,000. Any single filer earning more than $250,000 a year will not receive this rebate. California residents with benefits, whether they file their taxes individually or jointly, can apply to receive additional payments. The highest possible rebate payment for a California resident would be $1,050, which constitutes a $700 rebate plus an additional $350 in inflation relief. Friends, the keyword for this video today is Budapest. If you would like to enter tomorrow's Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below this keyword, which is Budapest, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And please, friends, do make sure that you're also subscribed to my channel. California can afford to expand its tax rebates this year after it was revealed that the state budget surplus will reach $97.5 billion for 2022. For the second year in a run, California has seen historically high budget surpluses due to dramatic increases in tax revenue from the state's highest earners. The rebates are likely to be well received, with California witnessing some of the highest price increases in the United States over the last year. In June, the city of Mendocino, California, saw some drivers paying as much as $9.60 per gallon of gas at the fuel pump. Friends, what are your thoughts on this? Please let me know if your city or state has provided its own residents with a form of stimulus checks. The onset of the crisis, coupled with state-issued lockdowns, put the economy into its sharpest contraction in U.S. history. In a matter of 2 months, more than 22 million workers lost their jobs. In response to the unprecedented nature of this crisis, lawmakers turned to new forms of economic aid. That included everything from generous enhanced unemployment benefits to forgivable small business loans. But none was more popular than stimulus checks. The first round of $1,200 checks was issued through the $2.2 trillion CARES Act, which passed in March 2020. As a result of both economic need and political popularity, that was followed by checks issued in December 2020 and March 2021 of $600 and $1,400. The nearly $1 trillion in federal relief sent to U.S. households through these 3 stimulus checks is credited with reducing poverty and helping millions of families weather the crisis. Many states are finally tapping their own stimulus funds or surpluses to help specific residents, such as low-income households or teachers, with direct aid reaching more than 25 million people this year. Well, my fabulous and fantastic friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so very, very much, friends, for joining me here every single day. I greatly appreciate all of you who are watching my videos. Thank you and have a wonderful and blessed Monday.
The Inflation Reduction Act lowers the deficit by $300 billion over the next 10 years. The $350 billion I reduced the deficit last year, and the $1.5 trillion reducing it this year. You'd think if the Republicans really cared about reducing inflation, they would have voted for the Inflation Reduction Act. But every single Republican voted against it, even though I know at least a dozen of them thought they should vote for it. But they would be primaried. Every single Republican in the House, every single Republican in the Senate, every single one, hear this, America, every single Republican voted against lower prescription drug prices, against lower health care costs, against tackling the climate crisis, against lower energy costs, against creating good paying jobs, against the fair taxes. Every single